I would always run that way to do whatever I wanted to do. And that's a very powerful thing. I'm gonna go look at your page now. I'm gonna go see what's going on because race is important, even though you don't want to talk about it. Like that is an important thing to have out there for the kids that don't know who they are and they want to just be themselves. Having the accessibility of that, regardless of people saying like brown people can't do it. It's like it gives you a certain level of empathy because you've chosen to be yourself above anything else.
Yeah.
That is fucking huge.
Oh my god!
I admire you so much.
Cry because I think you're the coolest.
Well, I think that's indicative of my experience in the goth community. I'm not your typical goth. I don't look like a typical goth. I was saying I think somebody was telling me that you do the door Cloak and Dagger. Is that correct?
No, that's Diana Jackoff.
Which is another.
Yes. No, she is
another
legend.
Another
okay.
I bet she is with the name like that.
She's my fave. Jackoff. She told me the most amazing thing. Defined my life in LA. Did it involve
jacking off, or?
No.
Is she a woman of goth of color as well?
Yes.
Okay.
So there were drag.
So somebody was mistaken.
A drag queen primarily, and so we ended up at this little workshop, like this spiritual ritual, like performative workshop, and we didn't know each other very well, and I was very self-conscious of how to fit in LA because I wanted to stay here, and I kept saying like, sorry, I know I'm a lot, I'm a little extra. She's like, you're not too much, you're the absolute necessary, and I was like, after that, I was like, this cool badass is saying that I'm the absolute necessary. Fuck everything. I'm shutting this place down then.
And you've done it.
Yeah.
And you've done it.
That's empowerment.
It's
and having mentors that help you empower that is.
I'm the spoiled baby brat of LA. Just like
you're gonna have to keep pushing them doors, kid.
Freudian slip too, but you did say baby brat.
Yes.
And then that. No, actually, the person that I recommended Lena have on the cover is the gothiest. I didn't know it was a cover shoot, but that's the gothiest person was my friend Damiano, who is a goth of color. And definitely there's
so many here in LA who do big things.
Gothiest person I know.
Sauve Noir just did a huge fashion show, and every piece in it is the most magical thing I've ever seen. And I'm trying so hard to control my fangirl. Oh my god.
Well, here's the other thing, and this has to do with blackness.
That's interesting.
You don't wear all black all the time.
I do not. That's why I'm also strange. My first time going to Das Bunker, because I came down from San Francisco to go to the closing night.
Right.
I didn't have all black clothing. I like a lot of contrast, bright colors on black backgrounds. I wore this blue, black with blue roses all over it, and this little black Alice dress and bright purple shoes, and no one gave me shit for it.
Right.
And I was like, okay, I love color.
Now, San Francisco, is it different?
Scene-wise, I guess.
Yeah. So I know I went to San Francisco once, and they were a little. It was a little snooty. I got to be honest. I went to a Skinny Puppy concert.
Skinny Puppy. Again, all these things why am I not God? I don't know why I'm.
We're gonna take you to Das Bunker. You'll love it.
All this stuff you're talking about, I remember that.
Just because you don't I don't think wearing black makes you goth. It's your lifestyle and your music.
Well, it makes me goth because I'm overweight and I'm colorblind. That's why I wear it. But
okay.
It's true. But that's how I fell into the goth scene. I don't have to match anything.
Yeah.
But anyway, so I went to the Skinny Puppy concert. I'm going up to all these people, saying hi. I was there for the weekend doing comedy, and this fell on a Thursday, and I was doing shows the weekend, and then I was like, is there any other goth clubs going on after this or something? And they just all would give me attitude. And I eventually went to this club on a Monday, and I was trying,
Death Guild.
Yeah.
My very first goth club.
Yeah.
I'm 1 year older than it, I think.
Possibly.
Yeah.
And then everybody was, and then I was trying to talk to people, making friends, trying to talk to women, and people were very snooty. I ended up dancing with some lesbian drag queens. That's basically what we were doing on it. So it was fun.
Yeah. So the difference I've noticed between NorCal goth scene and SoCal is that SoCal there's a lot more people who grew up for 20, 30 years where it's
truly a scene.
Yeah, and they understand that
goths.
we can't piss off everybody because we feel a certain way. It's you know what, you do your thing, I'll do my thing. If we meet in the middle, boss. And that's built into the scene here.
Right.
In NorCal, it tends to be a little more cliquish. There are people who want that kind of scene up there, but it's so hard to convince everyone else that you don't need to be this hyper defensive, oh, this is the real kind of goth thing. It's especially when you only have a few, they have maybe there's definitely death guild. I think like a few goth nights closed down up there, and it's just a weird time for them.
Right.
But it's like everyone needs to band together if you want that community, and you're gonna have to put some of your like petty shit aside if you want a scene.
Well, there's been people that have been, I mean, just they never outgrew it.
Yeah.
They were goths when they were teenagers, and you know, then now they're 50, 60 years old.
How do you outgrow yourself? I mean, you might change and mature.
Some people do outgrow it. I mean, my niece had a goth phase and grew out of it. I don't know if you say grow out of it, but it was a phase. I mean, a lot of people think it's a phase. A lot of people, it's a lifestyle.
That's what I was getting to, I think.
And that's what it is for me.
I think lifestyle is everything, but like I guess that can change. Your life changes with the people that you are with, and
or the things you need to do to survive.
Right, but when you look back, like I've had moments lately. Don't judge me on this. I've been listening to music that I haven't listened to in a long time that just makes me smile and makes me remember how I decided to be who I was.
Well, do tell.
Oh, I'm excited.
Can't wait.
The soundtrack to Xanadu has been playing in my house,
oh my God,
in my office, in my headphones, so neither of the ladies in my house can hear it. I'm singing Magic. Don't mock me.
I'm not. I know.
I'm listening to that because the idea of what the words were and the meaning of that allowed me to push through the fact it doesn't matter what anyone says. I have to believe I'm magic.
Yeah.
I gotta watch.
You should not be ashamed of that because when you go
I'm about to get oh my God, like these are the reasons I made the choices I made that allowed the universe. You know the joke I tell about the universe.
Yeah.
I tell a joke about my main chick and my side chick.
Yeah.
My main chick's got me sleeping on my couch. You know, and my side chick's all in my ear asking for stuff. I'd cut my side chick loose if I wasn't married to her and had a kid. And then everyone goes, they start laughing. I'm like, what, you thought my wife was my main chick? No, my wife is my side chick. The main chick is the universe, and she and I are not getting along right now. You know, you start chasing through the stuff.
Yeah.
And those ideas are the ones that make you, you know what, whatever anyone says, I'm going to do this. I'm going to go this way and do these things.
You feel like, because you talk about
I
the
feel
universe.
empowered by it, yeah.
I feel it too. Like sometimes I make these weird decisions and I'm like, okay, let the strange goth strange because I know it's crazy, but I can do it.
If I do what I'm supposed to do in this moment, everything I want comes to me.
Yeah. And it's like the way you survive here. You just got to find that vibration and just fucking go for it.
Yeah.
And it's not even like a spiritual thing. It's just like LA's trying not to fuck with you right now. Fucking listen.
I like that it's LA for you, where for me it's my wife. Ruining my vibe. She would
Wait
get
a
so
second.
mad.
You're into Xanadu.
Yeah.
But you told that little girl to take off her roller skates?
Yeah. Because I want her to live.
Yes.
You know, there's a lot of cars on the road, and she cannot stop.
That's smart. That's dad kicking in.
That's like I said, black uncles. Like, you need to take them skates off.
You could have just put the headphones on, and she could have skated to some ELO or something.
Oh yeah, or even Dire Straits for that matter.
Yeah,
but the whole idea is that she can't stop. She can't be out in the streets.
Yeah.
Now,
LA drivers are dangerous.
Now, speaking of race,
don't drive and hit kids, folks.
Now, speaking of race.
Are we back on race already?
It's okay. I mean, it's my whole life, so let's do this dance.
No. Dave's in an interracial relationship.
True.
Which I would imagine you've had some experience with too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think like the thing for me now at this point in my life, it's less about race and more about like, why aren't you dating a proper goth like the rest of your family and my goth family? And I'm like, listen, like it doesn't have to. My partner does not need to be a goth.
Oh really?
So it's like.
So you date outside the scene?
I date outside the scene. You have to, okay? Because
no,
here's
you
the
don't.
thing: if you
it's
break
too incestuous.
if you break up, then it's like 90% bullshit for the next 3 years of your life, and you're like, please God, let me die.
I have to because no goth girl will have me, but you don't have to.
No, but if you're dating in family, I mean, it was like shit. You don't shit where you eat.
Sometimes I look at people like they flirt with me. And
I don't date comedians.
We're in the same scene, and it's like, oh no, we can't date because we're not gonna like make it to marriage, you know. So it's like you'd be cute to like be friends with and sleep with, but if the scene caught wind of that, it'd be like you're like the goth couple, and I'm not.
Just keep
I'm not here for it though.
Just keep it simple. Don't get married. Yeah. Just don't do it yourself unless you hate hopes and dreams. No, here's the thing.
I swear to God, right? I've already planned my wedding. I just need my wedding will shut this like city down. Here's the thing. I've already figured out. I'm going to be carried out in a coffin. This is just the opening. All right. Okay. Carried out in a coffin. I figured out how to make a dress, like a white dress that I can put on top and set myself on fire before I walk down the aisle. I am that extra.
Sure.
Okay.
That's what
You got the gel, like the fire gel to
I'd
keep
have
it
to
from
be
burning.
covered in
the
it, or
fire
like
gel.
do something, but it's like it's so worth it.
And when they lift the veil, they just rub everything off your
I
face.
just have it blurred and streaked, like, oh my god.
After they hose you down with the
See,
fire
I'm
extinguishers.
gonna need you as a wedding
That is
advisor.
hilarious. That's
Why would
awesome.
But wait a
be a
second.
comedian.
But wait a second.
Yes.
And you were asking me if I set the absinthe on fire.
Yeah.
Are you a pyromaniac?
No. It just
No, but
that's
don't you
what
do
it's
that?
happened
Don't
to
you
be.
do the
You
the sugar and the?
Normally we
Like
do
that.
until we
Some
were in a
people
rush
do
today.
it to help burn off the alcohol a little bit. Because
It burns
it's so
the sugar,
strong,
yeah,
But
yeah.
that's when you drink it straight, like.
And not
and
out of
you
a
sip it.
plastic cup.
Yeah, that would be bad. You
It's
don't
not
burn
proper,
plastic. I don't think.
It's good though. It's not proper. I mean,
It's
it's not
good.
proper. Yeah.
I thought I saw
Dark
a
Mark
fairy.
Show way.
It is
Come
very
on.
good
Dark,
absinthe.
yeah, dark.
Why don't I
Mark
date comedians? I have, and it just it's the thing. It's even worse than like in the goth scene. Because in the goth scene, you can not go to goth clubs. But if you're a
I
comedian,
think you can. I think you
But-
can
but-
if you
but-
participate in other
yeah, I
ways.
mean, or you could go to different clubs. And I've seen people do that.
Yeah.
I've seen people that are couples in the goth scene. But if you're a comedian, you're going to see them. There's going to be jealousy. They're going to want to write jokes for you. You're going to want to write jokes for them. And if you break up, you're going to talk shit about each other on stage. I've heard.
But that's the same thing she was just saying. Like you're gonna want to fix their makeup. You're gonna want to help with their look.
No, that's
you're
what's
gonna
good
do
about it.
these
The one
things.
goth
Or they're
guy-
not good enough.
But then when you break up with them, they're gonna talk shit about you.
I
for
had
3
one
years.
ex
It's the
who
same
was
thing.
like, the only reason he knows about a lot of goth clubs is because I took him there. And
Right.
then, like, people kind of started to pick me in the breakup and kind of, like, little movement out of him. And I was just like, first of all, it's unnecessary. I fight my own battles. Second, it's like, I think it brings more people in. Because if that person goes and, like, brings their new girlfriend, I'm not really the type of person to be like, oh, you have a new girl, blah, blah, blah. Like, I don't give a shit.
Is that even part of the mentality of the
It gets
culture?
really petty sometimes. I don't know if that's the culture or just people being bad with relationships. But we have it in the goth scene where it gets weird.
Just don't get married. I'm serious.
No, but it's just it was. Well, actually, it was a girlfriend that put makeup on me for the first time.
Mm.
And
I like when your head was shaved. I did like that on you. That looked
Really?
good.
It's quite a look.
Yeah, everybody seemed to like it, and, except for me.
So you decided against it because we all liked it.
I like this look too.
Yeah, it'll grow out. It'll be good. It'll be
Your
good.
hair grows fast. I was gonna say that when I saw you today. It's like some like what 2 weeks ago.
No, it was because
Basically-
I dyed it. That's why it looks.
Ah, gotcha.
Because I had hair last week. It was a combination of like blonde and gray. And you can see
Okay.
it. So, and the thing is, when I break up with a woman, normally I'm still friends with them.
Same.
So there's no like bitter breakups. But so you talk a lot of shit about marriage,
I do because I believe most of it.
right? Well, but do you really?
I love my wife. I just hate being married
Why did you do it then?
because I thought I was going to die at one point. That was one thought, and I wanted to have someone to procreate with that I trusted to raise my progeny. Like
Right.
I was a salmon swimming upstream, you know. Like
Oh no, I totally understand
This is the best case scenario to have a child and be in a situation. And then she has kept me alive. It'll be 10 years next month.
Congratulations.
Yeah, she's kept me alive for 10 years so she can slowly kill me herself. How goth is that?
Okay,
Is
listen,
that
I
goth?
That's pretty goth.
cannot share the secrets of the wifeness. I can't.
But no, I mean, it's
What does she think about your jokes about her? I know she's heard them.
well, you know, of course she's heard him. Like at first she was not a fan of it, but the real truth is she had to stop. I'm like, over 80%, 90% of what I say is true. Her friends will be at the show and they're like, that's not true. And he said, it's pretty much all true. So she has to live to that
And
part.
there's
but-
comedic exaggeration.
And
but yes, it's
there's
true.
some, but the whole idea to me is I have to get off my chest somewhere, or I could not continue to be married to her if I did not have that outlet.
Yeah.
And she would say, "Why do you make me bad guy?" I'm like, everybody needs a bad guy.
Yeah.
You know, like every relationship
She's your
needs a
foil.
bad. Like everyone
She's
needs
your
a
foil.
bad guy, not the foil, but the bad guy. Like when your friends like,
Yeah.
"Hey, we should totally go to this golf club tonight." Oh, I can't. You know, the wife's not gonna let me go. I can't
Right.
go. Not that you actually want to go. Sometimes you're just trying to get out of it. Like, yeah,
You
my
need your
wife.
break.
But sometimes
No,
you're
you need your
beautiful-
bad guy to say you can't do it
I get
versus.
Oh, okay.
You
But
know?
sometimes your beautiful 5-year-old daughter is your bad guy.
She that bitch. Okay, never call a small child a bitch, but
You've
this
done it
mother-
about 3 times on the show.
With this motherfucker though, she just got an agent and a manager, and
Are you serious?
she's 5, and she's got an agent and a
Now,
manager.
if she goes farther than you do,
You know, that's actually the powerful thing. If she goes further, that's supposed to happen. As your child should always outdo the parent at a certain level.
right?
You know, I'm still trying to make my way, but I was at her agency, and her agent had been pursuing me for voiceover, and I'm meeting with them. She goes in the audition, and they're showing me around, introducing me to the team. She comes out of the audition, and she's like, all right, I'm all done. Let's go. And I'm like, Daddy's having an impromptu meeting right now with, the agents over there. She goes, don't you have things on your desk you have to get done? You said we're in a hurry. Let's go. I'm like, you're cock blocking my meeting, child.
5-year-old cock blocker.
Total cock block.
Little devil, I like it.
She actually gave me the Hollywood talk not too long ago, too.
What's the Hollywood talk?
I do voiceover, but it's been slow at a certain. I also do promo. I cut promos for TV and everything like that.
So,
she goes, Daddy,
tell us what's something that we would have heard you do.
I used to be the voice of FreeForm, so I used to do Pretty Little Liars, 8/7 Central on FreeForm.
I was on FreeForm. You probably introduced me.
Oh.
What show?
Twins Happily Ever After.
That Twins Happily Ever After. What was it? FreeForm or was it ABC Family at the time?
It was FreeForm.
Because I was at the beginning of FreeForm when all my shows ended. I was doing the dramas.
Okay.
And then
I was on it
the
for
other ones.
I'm goofing around. I was on it for 30 seconds. You probably didn't do that. But
No, I do.
Ever After, so you do.
I wouldn't do that. That'd be like that would be Nikki or Vanessa. I was only doing the drama, so it was like Stitchers, like stuff like that.
Oh, that's cool.
But I do more, but all those shows dried up, so now I do more of what I call old white guy copy. I do more of we're the climbers of mountains, risk takers, and thrill seekers. They're all driving Chevy trucks. I would do something like that.
It's like meeting
Well, you got a great voice for that.
His voice is just magic.
Now, does you always have this voice, or did you train it, or?
It's evolved over time, like anyone's, I guess. When I was doing radio and TV in the military, it was a lot higher pitched than it is now.
Yeah.
A lot of smoking and drinking has inspired this sound.
Yeah.
But it's like it's changed, and I've grown. I've learned what I was doing. My first campaign, I think, of anything was Malibu's Most Wanted. Those trailers, I was the voice of those trailers. But now my daughter is like, she says, now that you don't do voiceover anymore, what do you do? I'm like, bitch, I audition every day. I'm looking at her, she goes, well, just, she put her hands on my shoulder, she goes, just, it's really tough out here right now for us actors.
Aww.
I'm like, is she giving me the Hollywood talking? She goes, just hang in there, Daddy, it's tough out here. I'm like,
wow.
She's like your little cheerleader.
no, she wasn't. She was
being like a little shady. Okay.
It's tough.
It's gonna be okay.
That's what she was
like.
All right.
No, here's the
She's being
thing.
patronizing.
Yeah, she's totally being patronizing.
This is what she really said. It's like, listen,
It's
I know
tough.
I'm gonna find work. Good luck for you, man. Good luck.
God, it's like, it's tough out
Yeah.
here. This goes, because, before I got my agent and my manager, I wasn't doing anything. Now look at me.
And you're like, motherfucker,
And I'm
who got an agent?
I'm looking at her like, we had an audition together as a daddy-daughter audition for a Pizza Hut commercial I will not mention, with a little girl watching football, going crazy, and we're in the callbacks, and before we go in the room, she goes, put your hand up on my chest, she goes, just be cool when we go in the room. Like, bitch, I've done this before, like, we walk in the room, I start cracking jokes with the casting people.
Yeah.
She's looking at me, looking at them, looking at me, looking at them. And then she gets excited, like, oh, Daddy knows what he's doing. Like, all of a sudden, then she realized, oh, Daddy's done this before. I'm like, I did not get here, Coco, when you got here.
Right.
I've been here for a minute.
Oh my god.
You've been doing it for 10, 15 years before she even got in there.
I've been out here 18 now.
Yeah, okay.
So I've been ups and downs, goods and bads, and left the industry. And next thing you know, old Jed's a dad, married, and trying to figure out how to make a living.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. It's a lot different when you're doing it just for yourself. Which
Right, and that's when the universe works for you. Then when you get married, you get someone else in your ear, changing that vibration.
Unless you vibe
That's
with
when you
them.
start.
Unless they vibe with you.
That's why I'm like, if I get married, I'm only getting married once. They got to go through every single person to get
Everybody
vetted.
says.
Like,
That's why you don't get married. Just be with them and be happy. You don't
Be
need
in
to-
love.
because I want the inheritance.
Palimony is still a thing. You get the money at a certain point.
Yeah, it's a
Listen.
50-50
Common
thing.
law is
You
a
think
common
I
law
just
is a real
accidentally
thing.
strategize a marriage? No, bitch, I'm ready to go.
But what are you, like 24?
Yes, and I date people like twice my age.
Oh, get that money early.
Nice.
Because I don't want to babysit. I don't want to date somebody who's 24, just moved to LA. It's like, I'm going to be an actor.
Strange
You're going to have to
widow.
do like 9 different things to survive in this place, like before you even get to adulthood. Chill. So I don't want to babysit. I tried dating in my age group. They suck.
But also, you gotta think about this. I used to date older men, and I just recently quit because you're gonna have to babysit anyway and change their
Oh, I
diapers because they're
know.
gonna be
I
old,
read
That or
I
kill
tore
us.
a guy
grumpy,
apart.
erectile dysfunction, and hating life.
See, I'll do that. If they can like actually love me, like then
Right.
I'm in it to win it, you know?
Listen, I don't shit my pants, okay? We all don't.
I shipped my
You don't
pants.
need to change diapers.
I don't like. For
You say
me,
shit?
it's like something that
Shit.
happens to me,
Oh, they said
and
shit
they have
my
to take
pants.
care of me.
Yes, I don't
So,
shit my
That's the one thing you gotta ask
Shit
yourself.
on.
If I was to get into a car accident, something was to happen to me, would this man stick with me? That's the question you ask when you date somebody, man or woman.
My thing is, don't lower your
Such as
standards.
driving.
Don't ever be like, oh, but
True.
he's really cute, or he's really rich, or he treats me good. No, if you don't hit all your boxes,
Or he's got,
why are you
You're
here?
gonna be miserable.
But the
beautiful
idea-
blue eyes and a sweet jacket. And,
Yeah, who would that be?